Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Planescape Torment. I am still, as always, the Great Genie, and this is our next episode. Where we last left off, we went ahead and talked to a tattoo parlor artist who seems to have a pretty deep connection with us. Mentioned that he knew us, but he couldn't really tell us any more about us because he cannot change the nature of a man. Seemingly an ominous statement that kind of alludes to our history and the fact that we've probably gone through this whole song and dance of not remembering who we are, not really being able to change anything about ourselves before. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, he also houses skins from our previous bodies that we seemingly have regenerated. So, great. We also talked to a man outside this office of vermin and pest control that seem to have an affinity for rats. But I am going to start our adventure off here. We came inside last time, and we didn't really talk to him, but let's see what his whole deal is. Phineas T. Lort. Oh, God, what is that Roman numeral? Is it the 9th or the 39th? 3 X's, which is 10, and then 9, I believe. Probably something like that. So, you see a squat man with rash-covered skin and several pustules covering his face. His clothes seem to mark him as some sort of an official, but they are dirty, wrinkled, and covered with rat hair. As you watch, he idly scratches himself with his stubby fingers. Greetings! Ah! The little man shrieks and jumps, startled. Clutching his heart, he takes a deep breath and pushes his spectacles up on his rash-ridden nose. Yes, and what is it that I can do for you? He scratches his nose and looks you up and down, studying your scars. I have little to nothing in the till, so if you've come to plunder the premises, this locale is ill-chosen. Well, let's not plunder the premises. I am the respected Phineas T. Lort the 39th. Got it. In charge of this hive branch of the Office for Vermin and Disease Control. It is my distinguished privilege, he scratches his chest and puffs up, to inform you that we, in the bureaucratic sense of the word we, meaning to encompass the sigil bureaucracy as a whole, are accepting bounties on all manner of vermin and strays that infest the, he scratches again, fair streets of Sigil, hub of the multiverse, and city which sits at the center of all things, the city by which all other cities are measured. Clearly, this is a man who likes to hear himself talk. But tell us more about these bounties.
My journal.
Yes. We, in the bureaucratic sense of the word we, meaning to encompass the sigil bureaucracy as a whole, are accepting tangible proof of the eradication of brain vermin, aka cranium rats, from the hive area, which they are clustered quite thickly for the past many years, as a recent census of the vermin population has shown. I am empowered by the sigillian bureaucracy to pay a bounty of, he puffs up dramatically, 1 copper common per cranium rat delivered to my branch office. Okay, 1 copper per rat. That's quite the bargain. Interesting that they take a census on vermin. I hope they don't go door to door and ask the rats questions. But, I guess stranger things have happened in this universe. What's a cranium rat? Cranium rats are a species of vermin that have become more intelligent the more there are in close proximity to each other. 1 cranium rat alone is but a nuisance that chews at boards and burrows into food, but 5, 10, or more, and their intelligence grows until it surpasses even the intelligence of one such as myself. Scratches, then sniffs disdainfully. I imagine that 2 or 3 cranium rats might be enough to outwit you, sir. All right, listen. I poured my stats into intelligence. You can't be talking to me like that. How many cranium rats are there in Sigil? More than enough to last a bounty hunter a lifetime. Perhaps several. Okay, well, who are you? We already know who you are. Blah, 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 blah. How did someone as illustrious as you end up in such a place? Well, it is quite an epic tale. You see, I was born here in Sigil. Oh, God. No. What have I done? You have rested for 8 hours. Okay, that's good. We just stood here and listened to this man talk for 8 hours. Okay, no, that's good. That's a good joke. And then I realized I had somehow offended my colleagues, for I found myself promoted to this branch office and have remained here for the past many years. He sighs and idly scratches his nose. Okay, is that rash of yours contagious? My rash? Contagious? No. Well, at least I don't think so. It's a symptom of the position, I'm afraid. The job literally grows on you. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here before I waste another entire day speaking to you, sir. Okay, yeah, it's literally nighttime. So we've kind of snaked our way around. We've come from the east. Let's keep moving. There is a hive domicile that okay, nope. Why have I didn't do anything, and we're already making people mad. Hello. You see a woman with a worried look on about her face. Greetings. I'm waiting for my husband to get back. He's been gone for a while now, and I'm getting worried. I'm sure I'll be back. I'm sure you're right. Oh my, look at the time. If you'll excuse me, I have some work to finish up. Okay, that's respectable, given we just literally charged in to your home. All right, look, I'm not interested in beating up every single thug that has to, that this city has to offer, so I'm just gonna keep going into these homes to avoid them. Hello. You see a pale man standing in the middle of the room, hunched over. Greetings. I feel terrible. What happened? I'm not sure, but I think a little bit of rest will do me good. I'll leave you be, man. I'll leave you be. Oh, Jesus. They're all waiting outside. All right, look. I fear there's only one way we can end this. And it is by removing the citizen of all of the thugs. Or removing the city, rather, of every thug that inhabits it. And it seems like we're doing quite well for ourselves, this daunting party of 3. I'm going to pick up these charms that I see along the way. And some copper. See, I just got 6 copper for killing 1 guy, whereas I'd have to kill 6 brainy rats to do so. Alright, this is... Alright. Yeah, I don't know if following you is wise, but it sounds like that's what we're doing. Okay. Look, you can go. Can we... Buried Village is that way, but it doesn't look like we can actually go there since one of these isn't up. But what is Braskin's Kip? Let's go take a look. Braskin, I presume. In a loud, booming voice, Braskin asks, "What in the name of the abyss are you doing in my house? Leave now before I make you even more ugly than you already are." Okay, first, rude. Second of all, valid. Let's leave.
Done.
Okay. Another hive dwelling. I don't know that we're going to find much of anything here, but I do think it's worth at least making our way around, just taking a look, seeing what there is to see.
All right.
Do you have anything to add, madam? No, we can't just go entering these people's houses. Okay. Now listen, if RPGs have taught me anything, it's that I am the protagonist and I can enter and invade as many people's personal privacy as I see fit with no consequence. But we have not explored over here. A marketplace. Let's talk to this Kosajai, if that is your real name. This toothless old crone reeks of fish and brine. Spying your approach, she gives you a wide pink smile. Fish, my child. Fish heads, mayhap. No fish, but some questions. She shakes her little wrinkled head. No answers, have I? Only fish. It's going to be the title of my autobiography. Very well. What do you have to offer exactly? Why, fish, my silly child. Fish of all sorts. And fish heads for those too short of jink for the whole ones. Teeny tiny fish heads. Hee hee. Okay, where do they come from? They're brought to Sigil from all over the plains, my boy. Would you like some? I sell only the head should you be short on jink. It sounds like you kind of only have fish, and I'm not really interested in fish, so... hello, Giscori. A spindly-looking merchant with a bush of gray and red stubble across his chin. He wears several layers of brightly colored robes, so much so that he looks like a flag with arms and legs. He is shaking slightly as you watch. Greetings. I said greetings. Giscorl. I'll get it right one of these days. He bows and spread his trembling hands. As he does, you notice his hands and forms are a twisted mass of black scar tissue, as if they were once badly burned. Well, can't be as badly burned as the bar the guy that entire bar is named after. How did you hurt your hands? Gisquirrel doesn't seem to have heard you. He answers only with his spiel, delivered in the same flat monotone. Gisquirrel buy cloth, sell cloth, wash cloth, mend cloth, and he gestures at his layers of clothing with his shaking hands. Wear cloth. I asked, how did you hurt your hands? Gisquirrel's monotone blanks. Gisquirrel, buy cloth, sell cloth, wash cloth, mend cloth, and he gestures at himself again, but his hands are shaking so badly that he cannot even finish. Okay, I get it. Sore subject. I'll leave you be. I don't think that we really need anything right now. We have plenty of bandages. But good to know that we can come back at any time and see. Just trying to see if there's anybody else here in which we can kind of just take a look at. A locked container. Actually, we do have a pry bar, if I remember how to use said pry bar.
We have the best blades in town.
Select pry bar.
Forced opened.
Okay. Alright, free rags. And a rusty dagger. I feel like our arm is going to do more than the dagger. Oh, by far, so no need for that. Profera. What's your deal? This grim-looking woman spares you only a brief glance before returning to her rant on top of the stage. She has a powerful voice that carries across the marketplace, cutting through the noise made by the merchants and the surrounding foot traffic. Leave her alone. Alright. Gauha. Thin, yellow-skinned humanoid, covered with a variety of dazzling tattoos. His eyebrows have been accented with black charcoal lines, and his teeth are filed to points. He sees you and waves you over, rattling his dice in his hand. Greetings. He's about to speak when his eyes, shiny and black like orbs of jet, fall upon Dakon. The two of them stare silently at one another for a moment before the tattooed Githzerais' gaze returns to you. His voice is low and raspy.
Galha greets you. You have come to play a game, yes?
Alright, well, we do know that the two of them are the same race, so I don't know, maybe they're gonna identify. I don't know. Let's play a game. Galha reaches into his tunic and pulls out a coin.
This coin? Your coin.
He places it at your feet and pulls out another.
This coin? Gauha's.
He places it at his own feet, then holds up two dice between his thumb and index finger.
The dice. We both roll one.
Yes, and why do I have a feeling that the dice you're going to give me is fake or rigged or something that will result in you cheating? Let's go. You roll higher, both... Oh, sorry.
You roll higher, both coins.
He snatches the coins up from the ground and proffers them to you.
Yours. Gauha roll higher.
He quickly tucks the coppers back into his tunic.
Mine. Neither rolls higher.
The coin stays for another roll.
The coin...
I'll get it.
So, how much coin will lie at your feet?
100 is crazy. Let's just go for a 5. Well, lost copper. I can already tell this didn't go well. You both roll the dice until Galha rolls higher. He snatches up your coins, tucking them into his tunic. He seems to hesitate for a moment, then speaks.
Again, yes?
Is something wrong? Galha regards you closely for a moment, then nods.
Never do I indulge in Hashma's folly. Never do I cheat, human. But I see fortune. Read it, know it, in the face of a man. However, in you I see nothing. I know nothing. You have no luck, no fortune, neither good nor ill? Or you make your own, perhaps? I do not know.
He places his dice back into his tunic.
We might play later, perhaps, but no more at this moment.
Okay, so, I mean, I guess to me, I'm choosing to interpret that in kind of the latter, in which he says you make your own fortune. Like, it's not necessarily that we have no fortune or no luck, but rather we're probably going to decide that for ourselves as we take on this journey. So that is interesting. Dakon, our other party member, did say that he also did not know us in the sense that, you know, have a sense of who we are, even though I still think he might know who we are. Given in past videos we did repeat something that he at one point may have said to us, or words that he recognized. But yeah, I do think that we are making it up as we go along here. Iron Nails. Weekwind. Did we have a quest that we had to do for Weekwind? We do know that. Oh, Craddock, not Weekwind. Iron Nail. Oh! Speak of the devil. Hello! You see a huge man watching the area with a tight-lipped frown and narrowed eyes. He is hunched slightly, as if bearing a heavy load on his shoulders. Phrasing. The unpleasant smell of sweat and dirt wafts from his clothes. Greetings! The man glances down at you and his frown deepens.
Aye? What are you sniffing round here for?
Eucratic? I know, because that's what your name says. In your text box.
Mayhap.
He studies your face as if trying to recall you.
If I am, what be it to ye?
I come with a message from Bane the sender. The message states, the shipment must be incursed by the 3rd day or there will be a penalty.
By the hells! Can they be such fools that they think we can miracle it there? All right then, your message has found its way to the right ears for all the good it will do.
What's the problem?
Look around you.
Craddock nods at the laborers in the marketplace, then scowls.
These laggards and halfwits can barely keep up with the load as it stands, and now it needs doing in half the time.
Do you need any help?
I'll tell you what I need. All my men to show up for work. July's gone missing since this morning. I need him back now.
First I've heard of him. Where'd he go?
That hive-bred goat is probably passed out on the street somewhere by the smoldering corpse when he should be here helping us. Worthless sod.
I could go find him for you. For a price. I do need to pay off that bar tab. I mean, I guess I don't have to for that other person, but it would be a nice thing to do. So it'd be nice to kind of get a little bit more money from people, and if I'm doing some work for somebody, I think it's worthwhile asking for some funds. He's silent for a moment, then nods.
Aye, you find July, you tell him to drag his worthless bumper high here, I'll pay you for your trouble.
He frowns.
When you found him. Now get.
Smoldering corpse, we know where that is. I guess we can finish talking to some of these people first. Reekwind, this man is looking at you with a strange bug-eyed stare. His eyes are huge, so huge they look ready to pop out of his sockets and roll across the cobblestones. Awesome. A kindred spirit. He nods eagerly as you approach, bobbing his head like a bird, and as you near him, you suddenly notice the smell of urine and feces surrounding him. I love it already. Let's talk to him. The man sniffles, wiping his nose on his sleeve, then opens his mouth to reveal blackened, rotted gums. Stories for coins, sirrah. His breath reeks. It smells like this man has been keeping rotted meat stored inside his mouth. Okay, who are you? The man snorts, thick with phlegm. Names, who you are. His head does a slight twitch every time he repeats himself. Names, dangerous. He glances at the ground and sniffs the dirt. I'm sorry. My mind's elsewhere. He stirs the dirt with his foot. Dangerous. Knowing a name or being stuck with one. Both's a mess of trouble. He looks back up at you. My name's a given name, not one asked for. Reekwind. Once again, you become conscious of his reeking breath and the smell of urine and feces that surrounds him. A given name. Okay, I know that's not his real name, so sure, it's an appropriate name. Not my true name. Reekwind mumbles on, his head twitching every time he says name. A true name's a dangerous thing, gives others power. He stares at you with his huge eyes and wags his finger. Keep your name secret. Keep it close. Never let it out. Well, joke's on you. My name is so secret, I don't even know what it is. What do you mean? Names are like smells. Things can track you with them. Reekwind coughs, his eyes almost popping out of his skull as he does so. His cough seems to loosen his bowels, for he breaks wind loudly, as if to accentuate his point. I love talking to this man already. If someone knows a true name, it gives them power. He licks his lips. The power to hurt. I don't know my true name.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind's eyes widen. Seeing his eyeballs bulge even larger makes you uneasy. Then you are blessed. Remain nameless, and you shall be a spirit on the plains. Untraceable, untrackable, unseen, undiscovered. He smacks his gum wetly. A name chosen, a name given. It allows others to find you and hurt you. Have you been hurt? Reekwind gives a twitching nod, then scratches himself. Let my name slip once, only once. His eyes film over as the memory is painful, then glances at you uneasily. Tell you the story? I can't. I will, but 3 coppers must I see. His face splits. I can't. Why do I keep saying sniffs? It's alright. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna think about it. His face splits into a smile as he says the word coppers, and his reeking breath hits you like a hammer. Alright, fine. Here's 3 copper. Reekwood gets into a stance, looks left, looks right, then faces you. His face clenches, then with a grunt, he breaks wind again. The smell nearly levels you, but he takes no notice. Cursed I walk the wards in splendor. He stands up stiffly, nose high in the air. He saunters back and forth, nodding to invisible passersby. Alright.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind freezes, his arms akimbo. Crossed paths with a crossed one. Had the looking of a pumpkin, his seeds curses. Reekwind then thrusts his belly out as to appear fat, slicks back his hair with his filthy palms so he looks almost bald, then begins drumming his fingers on his fat belly. He then walks about, circling the spot where his stuffy, upper-class persona used to be. All a jumble with curses this one was. With a sneer and a careless gesture, Reekwind tosses an invisible curse at the stuffy persona. Okay. Knew my name. Let it slip I had all it took it all. He sniffs up again, inhaling deeply and resuming his upper-class persona. The persona suddenly crumples and Reekwind breaks wind violently. Then exhales, filling the air with his foul, reeking breath. Cursed with stenches, smells excrement. Came here to tell tales, all good for now. Now Reekwind is the name, given name. So, you used to be of high regard, wealthy perhaps, and then somebody cursed you to break wind, shit yourself, and, all that fun stuff on the street corner. That's great. No, that's wonderful. I'm so glad I talked to you. Honestly, I'm not really interested anymore in talking to you, sir. I'm sorry, but your first impression was not too great. Hello, Iron Knolls, not Nails. This broad-shouldered woman is shuffling about amongst the huge beams lying on the street. She kicks at the beams with iron-shod boots. Every once in a while, she bends down and wrenches a nail from one of the boards with her bare hands. She holds each one up, appraising it, then drops it into a leather sling bag. Excuse me. Greetings. She straightens up, hearing your approach. She's smiling politely, but from her stance and the way her hand rests close to the hilt of her weapon, you can tell she's ready for trouble. You notice one of her eyes has a milky film over it. Okay, so she must be hard to see, or hard of seeing, rather. That's close enough there, Cutter. What do you need from me? I had, questions. She nods. Ask away, then. Who are you? She pulls 3 nails from her sling bag, tossing them into spinning in the air and catching them in her palm. Iron Knolls, they call me. She drops them back into the bag with a muffled clink. Why are you collecting the nails? I sell them to a man named Hamris in the lower ward. Maker of coffins he is. Alright, makes sense. Tell me more about him. There's not much to say. He's a bit chatty. He'll rattle his bone box till you bar me, if you let him. But a fair bargainer. He needs the nails, I need the chink, and that's about as far as it goes. Where's the lower ward? I used to know the way I did, but the Dabbas have changed the streets round again. Don't know how to get there now. I'll need to chart a new path, but I figure the Dabbases will straighten things out eventually. Interesting that... So they could change the layout of the city, I guess, if they have that kind of power. I know that they work for the Lady of Pain, who is the ruler of this city. I guess they have more power than they might let on at first glance. Does anyone else here scavenge nails? She grins and shakes her head. No one was clever enough or had the will to do it before me, and I've shoved off anyone who's tried to jump me claim since. She pats the long-bladed dagger hanging at her side lovingly. Your claim? Aye, that's what I call it. Honest labour's hard to come by in the hive, and I'm not about to let some sodden piker peel me off me work. I've sent more than one birk running and howling, holding their guts in, or off with the collectors if they were unlucky. Her dead eye gleams maliciously. The hive knows this spot is Iron Knolls, it does. Is that how your eye was ruined? Knowles' face turns hard. None of your business, Burke. Why? Would you like a matching wound for your collection? Well, joke's on you. I can grow my eye back. That particular one's not quite me. Not sure what that means. Had some other questions. Can you tell me about this place? Look, Cutter, have a lot of work to do. The nails aren't finding their way into me bag while I'm spitting chants with you. Why don't you pick another Cutter's brain box about that for a time? Alright, well tell me about Farad. I heard the name I have. Head of a pack of collectors, or so I hear it. Not sure where a buddy found him, though. You might want to try rag picker square. Yeah, we all know that. Looking for a journal. Have you seen one? Nay, I have not. She pauses for a moment. You know, that's a good idea, it is. A journal. Mayhap I should start one of my own. It is amazing how much one can forget. A journal could help you hold on to your memories. She mulls over what you've said. You're right. You're right indeed, Cutter. I'll do it. I thank you for the idea. She smiles. Well, I'm glad to have made a positive impact in somebody's life today. But for now, I think we should go off and find that individual at or near the bar. Whoops. So that we can go ahead and get them to return to work. Should be nearby. Smoldering Corpse Bar. No, they did say they were not necessarily... Okay, I'm just gonna... Yeah, let this happen. They did say they might not necessarily be at the bar, but rather near the bar. And good God, that's a lot of guys. This, I believe, is the bar. So we can keep looking around, seeing what their deal is. Parking welder. It is the bar, right? Oh, this is the bar. Okay, so... Oh, there you are. You see a thin man with stained clothes, a bloody nose, and 2 stubby horns jutting from his forehead. He's stumbling about, muttering to himself. He stinks of brine, vomit, and cheap wine. Are you July? If so, Craddock needs you back at the marketplace. Craddock? The man's eyes widen. Ah, Craddock, me generous boss. Well, you can tell him this. He can pike off. See, a filthy dog, a cur of the lowest sort. July's not a-working for him anymore. He jabs you with his finger. Tell him that. All right, sure. I'll just leave it at that because we need to get going. And our friend Dakon is not doing so well. I wonder if I can give bandages. Yeah, because I just used one on myself, which I don't really want to do. Okay, I can drag it and let him use some. I think that should be fine. I just want to get her away from this part of the city. We are not well liked in this part of the city at all. And I just want to not die. Even though I can't die, but I know my party members can. But even if they do die, I think it might be, I don't know if I'd say useful, but nice to be able to resurrect them, since that's apparently something we can just do. Craddock, where are you? Is that you? There you are. I found July. Is that right? Craddock glances around. Where is he then? No, I'm not gonna fill in. He said to pike off. You were a cur of the lowest sort. He wasn't gonna work for you any longer.
My journal.
Craddock's face turns a bright red and his face cracks into a snarl. Damned be his name. May all the evils of the plains hound his footsteps. A blistering stream of insults, threats, and speculation about July's family roots issues from Craddock's mouth. A polite way of saying plenty of terrible things about his mother, I'm sure. Hey, Mort, are you listening? Are you taking notes? Okay. Well, I guess you were. Ooh, Mort clicks his teeth together as Craddock builds up steam. You almost hear him taking notes inside his skull. You know, I love it when I am just completely in sync with a game. That's how I know that it's we're on the same page here. Craddock finishes his tirade with a grunt. Damn, that's a lie. Well, that was the message. If there's nothing more, that'll take my copper now. Craddock grunts, then reaches into his purse and throws a handful of coins to you. Now get! If you see July again, tell him he's a dead man. Well, okay. If there's an opportunity to get a little bit more pay, sure. Let's help out. Craddock studies you for a moment. Ye? Ha! You couldn't! He suddenly falls silent. Well, mayhap you can. It's hard work, and there's no drinking on my watch. Okay, alright, let's go. The work is long, but at the end of the shift, you are not the least bit tired. Craddock grunts as you return. You did well enough. Here's your pay. He tosses you a handful of coins. Now get. We've no more use for you. Okay. So we just do work off screen. That's fine, too. Excuse you. Anyway, excuse you. Let's keep going up to the northwestern portion of the hide. Again, we're trying to find Farad. We know he's in Ragpicker Square. We must be getting close. Yes, Ragpicker Square is just to the west.
Poor Dakon. All right.
Oh no! Oh god. Can we... I can't believe he died.
You see that?
I'm hurt.
We are not doing well. Okay. Jesus Christ. Can we do it? Or are we going to die? We are going to die. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so we are all the way back here.
Strain through someone's bowels.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, so I will have to work my way back to where we stopped.
I'm gone.
Let me quickly see, and Dakon is still freaking dead. Can I talk to you still? Oh, hello.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
No, sorry.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Okay, I feel sad just talking to you. I'll go ahead and cut back to where we end up.
All right.
So I'll see you then. Okay, so here we are. I found Dakon lying right outside the mortuary, so I assume now we can go ahead and raise him from the dead. Okay, so it barely revives him, but it does nonetheless. And now he's back with us. Do you have anything to say
What is your will?
about that experience? I suppose not. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a quick rest in this house. Since we did save this man's life, so to speak, he should let us rest. Hopefully that heals us.
Done.
Oh, that does, but not that much. I'll be right back. Okay, we're doing all right. We're a fully healthy party. And I just want to make our way to Ragpicker Square. Hopefully, now that the town has murdered us, we won't have to deal with any more thugs. That is my hope. Oh. Alley of Dangerous Ankles is not where I anticipated going, but here we are. Dark Alley Shiv. Greetings, stranger. Looks like you're in Dark Alley Shiv territory now. Looks like you've got a purse that could use some lightning. You better pray it's got enough. I need to talk to your leader. Rotten William. Aye, I'll let you in to talk to them as soon as you let me take a look inside that purse. No. We're gonna get out of here. I don't feel confident. No. Where? To the exit, please. Where's the exit? Jesus God, I'm an intellectual. Oh God, and there are the thugs just to brighten my day. Please, let's get out of here. I just want to get out of here.
All right.
I don't ask for a lot, but I do want a moment's peace here. Come on, get going. No, wait. This is just a warehouse. God, this is a mess, a right mess. But we are almost to the square. Can I just?
Done.
Okay, I can click on it. Yeah. So, God, what were we even doing before that all went down? I think we're just exploring the new territory. Yeah, because we just got in here and already things went to hell. So, all right. I don't have time for this. Hey, Mar. Your first impression of Mar is that he needs a long bath. Well, it can't be as bad as the previous person we talked to. Preferably away from any creature that has any sense of smell. You can almost see the stench waft from his body in sinister yellow tendrils. He motions towards you frantically in an effort to get you to come over and talk to him. Yeah, sure, great. A look of excitement crosses his face as you approach. Thank you for stopping. Me name is Mar, and I've a favor to ask of you. Okay? 'Tis a matter of life and death. I must be delivering this here box, or it'll be me head for sure. 'Tis me bad luck that I twisted me leg something fierce. So you help me out by delivering this here box for me. Sure, why not? He slowly takes out a small box from within the recesses of his ragged clothing. For the briefest of moments, you see a look of regret come across his face. Then it is gone, as he looks at you and hands you the box. A slight shimmer surrounds the box as both you and Mar touch it. A sigh of relief is heard as Mar releases the box into your care. That regret makes me very concerned, and suddenly I don't know if I should be doing this. What now? This would be needed to deliver to Quatra. He can usually be found somewhere down in the southeastern section of the hive. Oh, and lest you try to say I didn't warn you, whatever happens, don't open the box! And don't try to leave the hive with the box. Now be off with you.
Updated my journal.
Oh, he is quite literally running away. Okay, Alright, look, I think we can take him now. We're fully healed, but it is interesting. I need to make sure we're using our hand, because that is the one with the most damage.
Die.
Yeah, there you go. I think that was my problem before, but I am very tempted to... Oh, it's an ornate box. A small wooden box, intricate designs etched in gold adorn the box. At one time, this box was worthy enough to be displayed in an aristocrat's estate. But it's falling apart. Feelings of dread seem to emanate from the box. Okay, I don't want to open it. I'm just going to pass it along. We'll let it be. Alright, it seems that not all of the thugs are going to be interested in attacking us. What's this flop house? I'm intrigued. Oh. This doesn't look great. Hello, Nestor. You see an aging man in soiled and tattered clothes frantically pacing in the corner. His shock of filthy white hair sticks out in every direction, and his face, encrusted with dirt and streaks of dried blood, is covered with gray stubble. Every few seconds he stops pacing and flails about suddenly, muttering and cursing as if assaulted by some unseen foe. Doesn't seem to notice your approach. At the sound of your voice, the old loon whirls about to face you, his wide, staring eyes bulging in their sockets. He regards you for a brief moment, then returns to his raving. No, no, no! It's not you! But soon. Yes, soon. Who are you talking about? Or two? The old man seems oblivious to your presence. You'll come. Yes, you'll come, and old Nestor will be waiting. I don't know if that's a threat, or if you're coming on to me. Are you alright? No! Nestor's face turns beet red and his whole body shakes in protest. My fork. Can't leave without my fork. Fork. Can't go home without my fork. Nestor's frenzy reaches a violent crescendo. He begins hopping up and down maniacally, then stops, lowers his head, and runs headlong into a wooden cupboard that stands against the back wall of the flophouse. Knocks the old man flat on his back. Gone, stolen, can't go home without my fork. Who took it? Rummaging through the pockets. Few seconds. A dismembered ear. Judging by the stench and color of the ear, you'd wager that the old loon has been toting it around his pocket for some time. You have my fork, don't you? Don't you? He holds the ear close as if speaking to it. Maybe I can help you. Waiting. Until you bring it back, then I can go home. Okay.
Updated my journal.
I'll try to find the fork, even though I don't know that we necessarily... Remove his curse of stench? Is that a quest? Cursed by some fat, balding man who favors dressing in orange. Upper wards were... Okay, well, I guess that's an option. And deliver the box. I guess we can look for somebody with a severed ear, but who the hell's this? You see the tall figure of a creature. The lower portion of its body resembles a goat. It's okay, so it's a centaur, essentially. Greetings. Snorts briefly. Eyes remain shut. Goodbye. I don't know that we're gonna just find a person with a dismembered ear, but we can keep looking. You have a name. Every inch of this man's skin is covered with a web of black lines, as if some artist chose to accentuate every crease in his flesh with a quill pen. The overall effect is such that even when his face shows no expression, he appears to be frowning. This one has a name. This one is called Porphyrin. Sure. The man's face is like a gong. As he speaks, the line on his face bend and settle into a series of spherical patterns. This one would know. Why do you address this one? I want to ask you some questions. This one would have you know. This one cannot answer your questions. The lines on his face twist into angles, split into a mess of scribbles. This one has only recently stepped foot in this place of walls. The lines show anger. Do you take offense? The lines slowly straighten, forming into gentle curves. No offense was meant. Will you accept the many apologies of this one? Why are you so angry, man? This one tells of an event recent. Did you know this one was beset by 3? The 3 demanded an item of this one. This one feared an attack. What does this one do? This one surrendered the item. Well, sure. This one has been misunderstood. The lines on his face has become angled and smoothed into curves again. This one did not fear being killed. This one feared killing the 3. Then why did you let them rob you, bro? This one walks the path of a warrior. Many weapons have walked with this one. The fist, the blade, the stave, the hatchet, the smiter. These tools are unknown to this one. Then why let them rob you? This one is forbidden to attack. If this one had struck at the 3 in anger, the vow of non-violence would be unmade. A warrior and a pacifist. Novel concept. This one is unfamiliar with your speech. What is this pacifist? Okay, why did you trade if you're not permitted to attack? This one is of the Order of Erit Ag. Sure, we await the final days where all will be called to battle. The training and skills of this one, they'll be kept silent until then. Alright, sure, man. If that's what you want, then that's your belief, and I'm not going to contest it. I imagine this is Ragpicker Square up here. Oh, and I don't know if we've seen another collector, but let's talk to Fleece first. See a man who's looking around the buildings with some confusion. He looks lost and is mumbling to himself. Greetings! Man looks relieved. At last! I beg your indulgence, good sir. I seem to have gotten turned around in this maze of streets. He chuckles uncomfortably. I'm afraid the area of the city is somewhat... He glances around apprehensively. Unknown to me. The residents seem most unwilling to extend aid to a visitor. He looks at you hopefully. Could I prevail upon you to help me, perchance? What kind of help do you need? I seek the house of my Aunt Marguerite. She's reported to dwell in a house close to the mortuary, but the street layout seems to have changed since my last visit. Do you know of the house which I speak? I have no clue what you're talking about. The man frowns in disappointment. I suppose it would have been too much good fortune to hope that you would know of such a place. Well, I thank you for your time, good sir. It is most welcome on these streets. Okay. You're about to turn away. You have a feeling that something is amiss. Suspicious, you glance at the man again, just in time to see him withdrawing his hand from your purse. We can't keep doing this. Okay, last time this happened... Alright, well, okay. Listen. This one's on me. I should have known that a man named Fleece would take my stuff. I should have known. Last time, I baited him into pickpocketing him, then I grabbed him, and then we aggroed every single person in the area. I'll just call him out. What do you think you're doing? He jumps in surprise and starts running. Let's just keep going. I'm not gonna do this. Okay. Now we are at Ragpicker Square, and this is exactly where we want to be to find Farad. However, it did mention that he lives below Ragpicker Square, in some area beneath it. So I don't quite know how we'll get there, but we'll find a way. Hello, you yellow figures. This Weasley-looking fellow is skulking about the garbage like a tattered shadow. Seeing you and more, he beckons to you. Stay! The skull. Where'd you get the skull, eh? Me skull it is. Give it back to me. Mort turns to the hiver. Bike off! Go on, take the skull is crazy. Who are you? Skull's mine. Mine, eh? Give it to me. I'll forget you stole it. No, it's my skull. You calling me a liar, eh? Skull's mine. Mine! You the thief, spitting lies. I'll gotcha. I wouldn't try it. The man glances at you, eyes narrow. Suddenly he attacks. Alright, buddy. You asked for it. It's 3 against 1, and it's not going to look good for you. 87 copper. All right. I'll take it, man. Hey, Ratbone. Forget you saw anything, Ratbone. Whistling a cheerful tune and playing with a well-kept fighting knife. What do you want? My name's Ratbone Cutter. I'm a thief for hire in the employ of Sharegrave, the boss of the collectors you see around this square. He pays me mostly to learn his lads to be real quiet-like. How they fight if they run into a spot of trouble. Interesting. So, Sharegrave is the boss, despite the fact that Farad seems to have more sway. Thief for hire, could you train me? I haven't been trained. I'm cut you now. I'm gonna cuff you, so dodge it. Sure. Alright, let's learn the way of the thief, I guess. Oh. You know what? Yeah. I don't think being a fighter suits us, because in the menu, that's what we're described as. So let's just, you know, let's be a thief. Seeing about, hide in the shadows. Live get, then a death cutter. Stay out of harm's way. Can't go sneak it if somebody's already looking at you. Okay. Yeah. Picking pockets is a good thing. Yeah. Okay. The backstab. If you sneak up on a bugger and you want to start a row, just attack the sod from behind. Got it.
Updated my journal.
Interesting. Okay.
I feel stronger.
All right. We have officially trained to become a thief. So my Steam lets me know, and there we are. I guess. I'm not sure how much that actually changes in the grand scheme of things. But, so we are. Hello, Sharegrave. You're an important figure. Tell us where Farad is. Tall and lanky, this pale, grim-looking man exudes authority despite his gangly and somewhat awkward frame. A good portion of his left ear is missing. Okay. What little that's left is a ragged mess of scar tissue as the ear was bitten off rather than cut. Do you have a fork, Sharegrave, and can I have it? He spits out a reply. I don't know you, Burke. He glances at you. What do you want? Answer quick before I call in some men to make quick work of you. Who are you? He scoffs and looks at you incredulously. Burke, who I am is the second thing you should have known before you stomped your shriveled up, corpse-looking self in here. What's the first thing? That I hate visitors and I loathe strangers. You're both. He sneers and taps his finger to his temple. Figure the rest out on your own. I didn't mean any harm. Oh, you don't say. Well, that makes it all piking better then, don't it? Now I'm going to ask you one more time before your arse hits the street, possibly in several places. What do you want? All right, tell me about a man named Farad. The tension in the room suddenly rises. Now, what a funny thing to be asking about. What do you want to know about old blood Farad for? He stole something from me and I want it back. The man is silent for a moment, then cracks a smile. He steals from us all, doesn't he? Whether we're living or dead. What do you mean? Our main source of living around here is the dead. You follow? Yeah, I gathered that you're a collector. Aye, that's right. He looks at you as if considering something. Now, there's only so many debtors at any one time. My bloods and I can only gather so many. If somebody else is gathering debtors, there's that much jink, less jink that goes into our pockets. Well, we know he's taking bodies, so...
Updated my journal.
The rub is that he's found a motherload of them. Now, I haven't heard of any massacres in Sigil. He frowns, tapping at his chin. Whoops. Drop something. So I'm quite interested in knowing where all the debtors are coming from. I could find out for you. For a price. He looks at you for a moment, tugging on the remains of his left earlobe. All right. Name your price, and we'll deal. Now, typically, I think we shouldn't test our luck here. 300 seems a little much. 100, a little low. Let's do 200.
Updated my journal.
Respectable 200. All right, deal. Come back here with the dark of it, and Jink will change hands. You need to know where old Farad is? Yes. Go up on the platforms. Follow them to the north and west, and you'll come to a gate that leads to Farad's bolt hole. Getting in and getting the information is your deal. And if anyone asks, you don't know me, and we never had this talk here. All right, reasonable. I think that's reasonable. Let's get the information for this guy. And he told us where he is, and he'll pay us pretty handsomely, too. I have no allegiance to Farad. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, so this does look... Hello? Did I enter this dwelling? I don't think I did. But I guess I did. Jarum. What? Who? Greetings. I really don't have time to talk with you. You see, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to complete my spell without the key component. I'm in need of a ruby. Okay. I guess if we find a ruby, we'll come back to you, sir. Yeah, okay. I guess this is a home. Hello, Nod. As you approach the hooded, brown-robed man, he's mumbling to himself, occasionally nodding. What are you doing? Looking for debtors. Great. Why are you... Well, you're a collector, I assume, so you can sell Dusties. Backbreaker Square, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get it, sure. Oh, he wanted to ask me a question. Shit. Let me see if I can just gonna... Shit. I'm sorry, Nod. No, I'll never know what you have to say.
All right.
It is interesting. This place is definitely, it looks strikingly different than the rest of the town that we've seen. Presumably because either it is the slums of the slums or it is ruled entirely by the collectors and the gang who reside here. This old woman blah, 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 has several strange herbs that are coloring her, tied by her belt to the belt, or rather. This elderly woman turns and stares at you, and you notice the gray shades blanketing her body extended her features as well. Wispy gray, eyes are like chips of granite. She frowns. And who might you be? I'm a traveler. Is that so? And where have you traveled from, then? Hearing about... I don't... The mortuary is probably not what we want to say. This especially not. So, just be vague. She nods to herself. Yet in all your wandering, you've decided to come to my door, have you? Blessed am I. Can't help but feel you're being sarcastic. With a slight cackle, she wags her eyebrows. Have you not heard of old Mebeth, then? The midwife of the square? Have you not now? She narrows her eyes and her voice drops. Well, now you have, for I be Mebeth. Your midwife? What do you do?
My journal.
I said bones right. Drive the cough out of the sick. Yank out squealing, stubborn babes. Mend cloths or a rag or two. Make cures and herbs and other such. What kind of cure? Aye, you be needing some cures to look at ya. Do you want to buy some, do you? Okay, yeah. So I don't know if we can... yeah, I don't think any cure is going to help any scars, but I guess we can ask a couple questions. No, Farid. I need to find him. He's not in Rackpacker Square. He's not in it. Okay, yes. We need to find a way under... Buried beneath these piles of trash. Now, we did kind of get
Updated my
a sense of how to get there. Farad's got a gate that leads to his nest somewhere here in the square. Just a matter of finding it. Okay. We did kind of know... Yeah. No journal. Most likely been sold. Are you a witch? Okay, so we can potentially learn magic from her. Not right now. But that's good to know.
I'm gone.
So, north and west is essentially where we've been asked to take a look. I'm trying... It's a little hard to see where exactly we can go, but it looks like that's an area we can go up, as well as here. I'm just going to take a look around the area to see if there's anybody else. Seems like there's a place we can enter here. Certainly a very small dwelling. Doesn't look like we have anything of interest here.
Done.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Yeah? Good to know. So it looks like... Okay, is this like a wall of sorts that we can't climb? Doesn't look like we can go this way. Or can we? Nope, that's a house. So let's go up. I presume the way in is going to be this way. Don't think we can enter here. Is that the gate? But it doesn't look like we can jump down. Unless we can make our way around this way. The archway leads only inches into the small building before being blocked by a solid wall of refuse.
Updated my journal.
Okay, so it's blocked. Hold up, Chief. Look at this. Peering down, you notice a number of dirty footprints that lead into the archway. And do not turn around.
There must be a portal through here or something.
A portal? How do we open it?
Haven't the slightest, Chief. It's got to be a common key, though. Look at all the traffic that's gone through. Maybe one of the lowlifes around here will know.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Now that I am a thief,
Veil shadows.
we can use thief skills. We can be stealthy, detect traps. Okay, I like it. What I was saying is that I presume, what was it, Sharegrave or whatnot? He'll probably know what it is. If I had to wager a guess. And if not, then I guess we'll just have to do some digging around. Makes sense to me. You, sir. Okay. What?
All right.
I just asked some questions and you want to kill me. What did I do? What did I do? No. Oh, no. I don't want to actually. I
feel stronger.
I'm going to save really quick and just see if that will reset things because I really, really don't want to anger him. But I feel like it's too late.
I feel stronger.
Ugh, come on. Oh, get out! Get out! We're trapped! And we immediately die. Or no, we got out. Okay. Well, that's shitty. Yeah, one thing that kind of makes me a little upset is that there's no real easy way to tell whether or not somebody's going to go and turn aggro or not, which I guess is fair because he said, hey, okay, hi, keep asking me questions and, you know, I'll become angry. But we had worked out a deal. I'm a little surprised that he then turned upset. I'll address this in a second, but let's see if this guy knows anything. You dare. Okay, I'm not gonna let this man touch me. I'm gonna leave. What's in this portal?
I'm gone.
I don't know where we are. Presumably, it can't just be like an entrance to the house that we were just in, because why would there be a portal if so? Yeah, I don't know. Please leave the house. I would like nothing more than to leave the house. Am I... hello? I didn't mean anything by it. Unlike other collectors you've seen, the robes on this one seem to be of fine quality.
Ah, another debtor has come to visit us. Please excuse the mess. My colleagues haven't the time to tidy up.
There's no way out.
Why, sure there is. The door is right over there. But you need one of these to activate the portal.
A small glass bead.
Come, let us talk price.
Interesting. This, at least now, I am aware that portals can be one way. You could have a separate portal leading out the same direction that has a completely different requirement. And interestingly enough, what's the requirement that we met to get into this portal? I don't know. What's the price, man?
Simple. You pay my comrades and me 100 coppers. I give you the key to the portal.
No. No, I think I'll just kill you instead. We're not going to do this. Wait, whoa, armor. That's not part of the deal. Oh, Jesus. Although I fear you and your band of merry men are not much of a match for me, a disembodied skull, and a warrior. Green steel knife. Nope, not that good. Gonna just take all your stuff. And I assume you'll have the bead. Inventory's full. Well, that's not great. I guess I really need to start selling this stuff. I'll just drop the junk. A stiletto. Interesting. Yeah. Let's just leave for now. Unless we have to, like, actually use it, which might be the case. Crush it. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Sir. Oh, we're breaking the lock. Okay. But now can we enter the real house?
Failed.
No? It failed? I wonder if I can use my new thieving skill to... Doesn't have a conventional lock. A million things came up. Warded against simple skills. Okay. Or spells, so... Interesting. Well... I think we'll have to call it there. Next time, we'll start asking around a little bit more in terms of seeing where we can get under the square at for Farid. Yeah, I'm still bothered that we just turned aggro, the guy that we were working with. I'm pretty sure I just screwed myself out of 200 coins, but hopefully not. Hopefully we'll have an answer, or if we die, like maybe they kill us and then we're all okay. We'll see. Next time, we'll keep looking for Farid. We're in the right spot now. We just have to figure out the key to his portal. So that is what we will spend next episode doing. And with that, I will see you all next video. Bye-bye.